Welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast, and I invite you to check me out on social media. I'll be there. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Outlet Podcast, and on Twitter @Outlet Podcast. I don't normally go on Twitter because I don't consider myself the most photogenic, and I don't have the eagle eye for awesome pictures. But what I do have is opinions, facts, conversation, and rhetoric. So, everybody, today for the Outlet Podcast, Anime S'il vous plaît. Man, I might cross this one over to guys only as well. All right, everybody, today what I want to do is talk about Yanderes and goodness gracious. And the reason why I want to talk about Yanderes and goodness gracious is because I've been watching Future Diary, and I can't pronounce it in Japanese because I don't have, I forgot the words. I think it's Miraniku or something like that. Sorry, but here's the thing, guys. In the show, if you haven't watched the show, the Deus Ex Machina, which is actually very funny that they actually personified Deus Ex Machina. He's kind of jigsawed a arrangement in between like 12 people who all have been journaling or journaling. And so as they've been journaling, according to their journal, that's the power that their diary holds. Whatever content that their diary has, that's what it holds. So, in the anime, there is a young, raven-haired, blue-eyed protagonist. Young, very young, and he's been diarying pretty much nonsensical things, like everything about his life. So, someone else has been diarying too, and it is this girl that he thinks is cute. Well, long and short, she's psycho. You know. Her name is So, the reason why I'm talking about, I just wanted to, because I first started watching this anime. I know it's been time. It's been a long time. Come on, guys. Everybody finds anime at different points in their lives. So, I came across, and the idea of Yandere because I am doing a panel at MegaCon 2016, May 28th, that's the Saturday, at 2 p.m. in room W311A. At 2 p.m., it's called Our Deres Destroying Anime. So I wanted to become a knowledgeable person when it comes to deres. Relatively knowledgeable, enough to maintain a conversation and to keep the ball up in the air. So, as I've been watching, and I'm not done yet, but as I've been watching, I've been noticing this characteristic, this idea of a yandere, and I think it's been exacerbated and exaggerated. And obviously there are people who do have mental illnesses, and I did a podcast. If you check me out, Outlet Podcast, if you actually check it out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, everywhere else in the link below, I've talked about lovesickness, and I believe I've spoken about lovesickness here on the Outlet Podcast vlogs on YouTube. I've talked about lovesickness, and and for this, I think I should regurgitate certain things because, wow, lovesickness combined with a number of different things is very detrimental to someone's health, and it's possibly life-threatening. Wow, when you actually see extremes, and this is something that anime does. Anime does exaggerate many things. For example, you get so mad that you're empowered with a certain divine power, certain hidden strength, and now you have the ability to overcome whatever thingy, right? Well, anime does that, and comic books do that too. But in reality, although you only have what is chemically put in you, when it comes to reactions, and I'm a Christian person, so I believe a certain number of things, like providence. I don't believe in just I do believe in providence. I do, but when it comes to anime, it exaggerates things, and I'm concerned, and because I am afraid that there may be people who are human beings, but there may be people who actually are yanderes or have these things within them. And I'm not saying demons or anything, everybody. I'm scared and I'm worried because I don't want anybody in life, whether you can be a perfect stranger to me, but the idea of any kind of ailment or infirmity on that degrades the quality of life, that really that pulls at my heartstring, and that really messes me up. It really makes me sad, and I want to do whatever I can to stop that, or to help that, or to nurture growth and strength out of that. That's why I like outlet podcasts, because it's my outlet to try to reach out and recharge someone else, anybody else. So, with this anime, Future Diary, you have Yuna, who will do anything. I mean, she's a smart girl, very smart girl, and they drew her to be very beautiful. Come on, because this is a cartoon, and it's weird because I haven't even seen the extent of how crazy she gets. It's gotten bad. It's gotten bad because obviously it's a cartoon. Obviously, death in cartoons don't matter, but it's how someone dies that affects the viewer and the watcher. Me personally, I believe things like that. I believe everything affects you, and to try to pretend that you're calloused and you're so mature that you can watch anything, and you're so no. Don't give yourself so much credit. To try to pretend will is laughable, and it's really a joke. Don't think that you're so hardcore, you're callous, matured, you're so worldly. You're not. I don't think anyone is. No one is these exaggerated things. Nobody is. No matter how hardcore you want to think you are. Look at the guy who went in the Dark Knight Rises, I believe it was Dark Knight Rises movie, and shot up the whole movie theater. I forget his name. And that's what happens. Because you think you're going to be known. He actually thought he was the Joker. He actually thought he was following a mindset, a mentality. He really thought that he was personifying this. I'm an agent of chaos. And no, man. No. You know what you did? You lost your life. And right now, that fiery red hair color that you did to try to look like you were crazy, to try to pretend you're the Joker, that you're a psycho, that you're a psycho, but not really. Your hair's probably the same color that it was when you were born, bro. And the idea that you once had, you probably got a good dose of reality. And it's not a joke anymore, because the Joker is a comic book character who was exaggerated. So when people, human beings, you're who watching, when you try to embody a mindset that is an exaggeration, that's not healthy for you, because in your daily life, that's not you. So this idea, what is scary is that in this anime they play off of yandere, meaning sick, and dere, dere, psycho, you know, like it's love sickness, and it's an extreme love sickness. Guys, I'm just trying to get to a point, which is be careful. Be careful when it comes to your emotions and your feelings. I'm not a psychologist. I'm going to, and I'm studying to actually be to have a degree in psychology. I actually am, and maybe down the line I can be a counselor, because innately I feel within my heart I want to help people and counsel people. But at this moment, I'm not anybody that you can find documented credibility like that. What I would say is just guard your heart above everything, for out of it come the matters of life. Really take a step back, breathe in and breathe out. I've had to do that recently because hypertension, an extreme situation happened in my life where I had to really step back and take a third party view. But it's my recommendation that you don't become a yandere, and that's that is very. It sounds very foolish to say that you go on a psycho killing rampage, but where that psycho killing rampage, begins, something ended. And that something that ended was a basis of a character. And the basis for the characterization of a yandere came from the writers. And writers are humans. And they've had experiences. And that's what they're writing about. Either experiences or ideas. So if they had the ideas, we can have the ideas. That is what is scary. So, please, I guess, steps so you don't become a yandere. Number one, be based in reality. Be based in what is real, not fantasy, not fiction, not imagination, but reality. Don't create for yourselves fantasies where someone loves you who doesn't really love you. Don't do that. Number two, nurture healthy relationships. Nurture them. If you have friends, be friendly. If they need you, you're there for them. You need them, they're there for you. Your mom and dad and your parents, or your parental situation. I don't know what your parent life is, but I will say that you do need step parents. There's a need. It's ingrained in us as human beings. And I don't know, personally, I can't say that a role model or a life coach or someone to this regard, a mentor. I wouldn't even go so far to say that you cannot, because if a mentor who is someone credible, and who's been incredible to you, and who's guided you and helped fashion certain ways you think, well, guess what? I think maybe you need to hold on to that and nurture that relationship with your mentor. So, number three, don't give way. I guess like 1 and 2 does it. Or maybe let's put number 3 and say, learn how to date. That's a big thing. And I believe I've posted videos here on the Outlet Podcast channel where I've talked about dating. And I invite you to watch those videos about dating and my opinions on dating. Even on my podcast, which you can find in the description below, the audio stuff. You can get some of my ideas and hints there. But the long and short about dating, know when it's over, know when it's beginning, know, be conscious of your dating like situation. You know, if they love you, if it is what it is, if it's a lie, be conscious. So I guess that's all I got. Number one was be realistic, be grounded in reality. Number two, nurture your relationships. And number three, date good, I guess. So just some words of advice and inspiration and exaltation to anybody who seems to be watching. And I really do hope that you guys have a good and prosperous life. Comment below. Tell me how you have stopped being a yandere or are fighting those feelings. Comment below about anything. My name is Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast. Find me at MegaCon 2016, May 28th, this Saturday. Connect, recharge.